Cheerful, yet terrifying. Summer BB returns as one of the game's most transformative, if still flawed, summer servants. On the one hand, she appears to be a farmer and critical damage dealer. But what makes her stand out is her third skill, Faceless Moon, which literally allows her to stop time, significantly amplifying her own abilities and even giving her support utility. So there are two summer BBs in Fate Grand Order. There's the Faceless Moon BB, and the, Faced Moon? Moon with a face? You get the picture. This is essentially BB when her third skill, Faceless Moon, is not active. Let's look at this version first. She has farming potential through her noble phantasm, Cursed Cutting Crater, a buster area of effect NP that also lowers the NP charge of all enemies by 1. A highly useful effect. For farming, however, she's just not that useful. As a Moon Cancer, she does at best neutral class damage to most enemies, and her NP's unexceptional damage modifier at lower NP levels often leaves her an inferior option to low rarity alternatives, like Spartacus. That said, she does have easy access to it, via her phenomenal second skill, Aura Porpoculum rank A, which comes with a series of useful effects, including a 50% NP battery, this coming on top of her already solid NP gain, as well as damage buffs, in the form of a 20% buster buff and 50% NP damage buff, with both attack buffs lasting for 3 turns. These can significantly improve her damage, and yet by not enough to really make her a good or reliable wave clearer. At least, not without reliable supports, like Merlin. She does, however, fare better in the critical damage department. This is enabled via her first skill, Self-Modification rank ES, which boosts her critical damage by up to 50% and significantly improves her star gather rate, both for 3 turns. This gives her solid critical damage potential, especially on her buster cards, when combined with the buster buff from Aura Porpoculum. However, all of this misses BB's true potential, which instead comes after activating Faceless Moon. BB's offensive capabilities are significantly amplified by using her tools in conjunction with her third skill, Faceless Moon rank ES. This skill stops time. In FGO terms, this means freezing the available command cards, allowing you to use the same set of 5 over 3 turns. In addition, it generates up to 10 stars every turn for those 3 turns. It is not an overstatement, therefore, to say this might be among the most powerful skills in FGO, completely changing the tide of battle. This skill alone enables numerous setups and attack strategies, and thus is one of the few truly transformative skills in the game. In fact, I can't really do it justice, nor cover the various ways in which it can help certain servants fully take advantage of their own kits, but I'll do my best. BB herself is a primary and ideal beneficiary for this skill. Using self-modification to attract the critical stars she herself generates through Faceless Moon, along with those generated by allies like Hans and Merlin, she can do excellent critical damage across the 3 turns, with the effects of both of her skills lasting for 3 turns apiece. With constant availability of her command cards enabling consistent BB Brave Chains, this can lead to extremely useful effects. If her 2 arts cards are available, she can deliver phenomenal NP gain through repeated arts crits over these 3 turns. Taken together with arts and NP gain buffs and NP batteries from her supports, in addition to her own 50% NP battery, this gives her extremely easy access to her NP and even looping potential, or at least the ability to potentially use it twice over 3 turns. This turns the otherwise lackluster Cursed Cutting Crater into a far more formidable weapon. Alternatively, using both of her buster cards can turn her into a formidable buster crit servant, again operating alongside supports like Merlin. If her Noble Phantasm is available, she can even pull off powerful Buster Braid Chains. Exploiting the critical damage and gather rate buffs on self-modification, the star generation from Faceless Moon and her allies, and combining these with her Buster buff on Aura Portpoculum, she has access to 3 turns of downright terrific critical damage. Finally, on the offensive front, BB is a servant significantly boosted by supports. This is because she has a variety of buff types herself, for NP damage, Buster effectiveness, and critical damage. Thus, she works well with the many supports who bring other types of buff. This is because in FGO, different buff types stack multiplicatively. Thus, BB is able to benefit from the wide variety of self-buffs she possesses. A third possibility? Using the skill in a supporting capacity. This enables another servant to exploit their own kit and take the lead damage role, especially a superior damage dealer whose class may be less of a hindering factor. As can be seen, this skill has immense potential within so many contexts, so many situations, and for 3 whole turns, with only a 6-turn cooldown. This allows BB, and by proxy her master, to control the field. Of course, there is a caveat. While supports like Hans are excellent choices, be warned, if a servant is defeated or otherwise removed from the battlefield, the effect instantly dispels. Even BB herself taking neutral class damage may be susceptible. However, she does have means to counteract this. She has 1 hit of evade and decent healing on Aura Portpoculum. In addition, she has solid innate debuff resistance via her passives and is completely immune to burn. Which is, if I do say so myself, pretty damn cool. See what I did there? Overall, BB is one of the game's few transformative servants, albeit one that does come with flaws. When Faceless Moon isn't active, she is a fairly poor farmer on account of her Noble Phantasm's low modifier and her lack of class advantage against all but Avengers. On the other hand, she has solid critical damage potential, especially when this is blended with her Buster buff on Aura Portpoculum. However, by using Faceless Moon, she becomes a monster of a servant, with NP looping potential and an immensely high critical damage ceiling. Furthermore, the skill can also be used in support of her allies, allowing them to also be taken to the next level. While she isn't for everyone, BB is without doubt an intriguing, and yes, transformative servant. If you're rolling for her this summer, I wish you the best of luck. I've been TeamDunes, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and check out my reviews of the other servants on her banner, Saber Maeve and Mysterious Heroine XX. I've been TeamDunes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.